Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Hashtag. It is your girl, Tiffany Noko. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram while we getting started, you know what I'm saying? Because I know all y'all got your phones in your hand, because I'm sure y'all are following us on Facebook and watching us live. So while you have your phones in your hand, go ahead and follow me at _Tiffany Noko on Instagram. And I'm going to go ahead and roll it over to my other co-host, because I know y'all missed us last week.
Well, it's your boy Zane. We back on Hashtag, and like Tiffany said, make sure y'all follow me and her on our social media pages. That's at Zane Taught Me, ZANE Taught Me on Twitter, Instagram. What else we on nowadays? Snapchat, all that, and then my Facebook. I mean, Zane Weeks. You can go ahead and find me, but I don't be on there like that.
Okay. He be on there.
I really don't.
Late at night checking his messages and shit.
Right, that's funny.
I am in this.
I'm not gonna play with y'all. So, Zane, as Zane taught me, there it is. Hi, it's your girl Chrissy Vet. I am on Facebook. Kristen Moore is going to pop up. The whole government every time. This needs to be changed, Lord. So if you want to find me on Facebook, clearly look me up by that name. You'll find me. However, you can go on IG and you can find me at @Cherche_la_Chris. That means follow Chris in French. So that's all it is.
Y'all go ahead and follow Chris.
For sure. I like that. I didn't know that's what that meant. But while we on the, we talking about what the social media names mean. Zane, what you taught them? Let me know.
I mean, look, I made my Twitter handle when I was in like 7th grade, like around
7.
Yeah, that was around the time My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy came out, and that's like I was on like one of them songs where Chris Rock was like Yeezy taught me, so that's kind of where I got my handle from. But in terms of what I taught people, it's kind of confidential.
That's so
Y'all
funny.
just gonna find out.
Mine is tied to a song too.
Right,
my
no,
name.
got to.
Yeah. No, mine is tied to a song too because back in the day, I was a very big Wu-Tang fan, huge Wu-Tang fan. Ghostface Killer does not get enough recognition. He's great. And one of my favorite songs from him on his Supreme Clientele album is Cherche La Ghost. So that's how I got it.
That's unique. And then, Tiffany, how you get your handle?
I'm a motherfucking boss. That's how I did that. If y'all must know, Now I just needed, Tiffany is so common, and Tony was like, oh, his shit is Tiffany and Kyle. Like, bitch, I'm a diamond, but I don't need to copy off they shit. So I said Tiffany Noko, and I just kind of ran with it,
That's unique, too. I fuck with it.
For sure. That's what I did with it.
Tiffany Noko.
Anywho, it's a lot of stuff going. First of all, because we missed last week, how is everybody doing? Y'all good?
Yes, child.
Yeah.
It's great.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just, it's the weather.
Yeah.
I know for me it's the weather, so that's probably why it's just like, bleh. And also I'm hungry, so
yeah,
I get like this.
I'm good too.
I don't know.
I'm good. I'm happy. I'm feeling real good up in here. But we're going to go ahead and roll these topics in because we got a lot to talk about. A lot of shit has happened and we about to digest it all, okay? So first and foremost, you know, I'm just going to start this one off with what are edges, because Beyonce and Jay Z just snatched all them motherfuckers from us, because I know y'all been watching these videos from these tours and them hoes is popping, okay? But what I want to talk about more specifically in London on, what was this, I think this was their last tour date, because we know they're on the Run tour 2. They dropped their joint visual album, Jay and Beyonce, entitled Everything Is Love. And if y'all haven't seen them videos, they put on. Like, they put on. Yeah. It's a lot of art in the video, too. I personally have not listened to the album yet. Beehive, don't come for me. Okay, I'm not trying to hear what y'all gotta say. But I haven't heard it yet, but I know it's great. But I know, Chris, you heard it.
Yeah, I've heard it. And, I mean, of course, I had to drop everything, like, right then and there and just listen to it. Like, I'm not kidding. Probably within, like, the first 15, 20 minutes the joint was dropped, I was like, oh, yeah, we gotta listen to it. So it's great. I love it because it celebrates their marriage. I feel like it completes the trilogy of the Lemonade and the 444, and just how they both had their issues and struggles, and this was like the cherry on the top of the cake. Like, yeah, we sealed it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the circle is complete now, and I really enjoyed the album. Trapance is in full effect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is definitely a hip hop album.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, I'm just, hence the name. It's not even Beyonce and Jay Z. It's the Carters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is a hip hop album. She is out here getting it. Jay Z is being the split star to Beyonce's Busta Rhymes. You know what I'm saying? No, seriously, real talk. He's like really proud of his wife being like that hype man on certain tracks, and he should be. So if you like hip hop and you're not necessarily talking to you, and really been listening to Beyonce, listen to the Carters though. You might change your mind. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Well, I haven't listened to the album yet at all. I'm just not really a fan. I probably need to take some time to listen to the album, but you know, just based off what you said, it sounds good. Yeah. But is it in your top 5 favorite albums, top 10? You know, outside of it being Jay Z and Beyonce, like, is it just a hype beast album because it's them two, or is it really quality? Is it gonna be in rotation? Is it gonna be? Hold on. Is it gonna be in rotation? You know, 6 months from now. Does it have replay value? Is my question.
I think certain songs do. Is this like a Jay Z, Kanye? You know what I'm saying? Watch the Throne? No, it's not that. If that's what you're looking for, then you're gonna no. This is not what that is. Okay. This is like a good. For one, the album only has 9 songs. Anyway, I love the fact everybody's kind of dropping these short. Hey. I don't want to sit.
Niggas getting lazy.
Yeah, get it in. I'm not mad at it. So, I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. If you were expecting like a magnum opus, hell no, nigga, this ain't that album. But if you want to hear Beyonce rap and spit hot fire, it's that album.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. But outside of that, okay, so again, I know y'all been watching these videos from this concert. Have y'all seen those videos of Blue hiding? Yes. Beyonce was giving her a shout out in one of her songs, and she ducked. She started hiding from her. She was embarrassed. She is the fucking cutest. She's so cute.
And I can't stress to y'all, if you have not been to a Beyonce concert, it is a religious experience. I'm telling you, I went to Formation twice, and I the first time I thought I was dead. I was like, oh, I'm dead. And then I was like, okay, I gotta go to the Houston one, and I went, and it was great. So if you haven't been, I tried to go to OTRll last time, bitch ain't make it, but we in there.
Well, I'm going to this one. And I decided against the Houston one. I'm going to travel outside of town to go because I'm just like, I know Houston going to be lit, you feel me? But I ain't got time for Houston. I think it's just going to be, a lot of people either way because it's Beyonce. Right. But I just feel like it's going to be way too much going on. So I'd rather travel somewhere else, fuck up somebody else's town, and come back home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's good to do that. I did that for the first one. When I went to see Formation, I went to go see it in Baltimore. And then once I seen it there, I was like, okay, I got to see it at home.
I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to go to yet. I'm thinking, because I don't really want to, I'm just going to a concert. I don't want to make it like a big deal. I'd probably drive to New Orleans.
That's going to be
I also pitched Washington, but that's all my friends.
What
But
time?
anywho,
When is that show? Do you know what it
here
is?
in North
Which
Carolina.
one? The New Orleans one?
Yeah.
I want to say September
September
15th or
yeah,
the
it's the 17th or 15th, something like
15th.
that.
One of the two. I mean, that joint's going to be lit.
Yeah, and I'm only really excited because Solange lives in New Orleans, and I know she gonna bring her out on stage. I want to see Solange put on a good fucking show.
Yeah, she
If
does.
y'all didn't know,
Yeah, and also the Jay Z tour was really good. I don't know if y'all went. I went when he came for the 444 and for the 444.
Is that live?
It was pretty live. Like I loved it. For one, I loved the album 444. I
Nah,
really
quality.
enjoyed it. That's quality album right there.
I fuck
You know
with
what
it.
I'm saying? Compared to Jay Z's recent works with Kingdom Come and some of the other whole ass shit he done put out. And I love him. I love him. I love him. He's one of my favorite
One of the
rappers.
goats,
But
for
but
sure.
I'm just being honest. That joint was some poop, as well as some other poop ass albums he put out in between. But the 444 album was great. The show was lit. It was really lit. So
I had to
I'm
see
there.
that show and I didn't go.
why?
Long story,
Oh,
very
true.
long story.
Yeah.
But anywho, to wrap up the talk about that, if y'all haven't listened to the album, go listen to it
Yes.
and let me know what y'all think about it because I ain't listened to it yet. Eventually I will, but you know, I'll
Same,
get there.
maybe. No, I'm.
No, it's not a maybe. It's a for sure for me, but we'll see.
But you know what, Tiff? This portion of the show is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel that they are part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable. Dr. Batiste and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Ashandra Batiste at Elite Dental Wellness by calling 713-789-8680. That's 713-789-8680.
Come on,
Somebody
voiceover.
daddy. He felt like a whole daddy up in here.
Come on, voiceover. Doing work behind the scenes.
Anywho, it's just funny to me. Anywho, so our next topic, and I really wanted to talk about this. Have y'all heard anything about the recent interview that Nicki Minaj did with Elle?
Yes.
Okay, so it was a big thing because, and y'all know how the Shade Room do, they gotta do something to catch your eye. So they
All
put
time.
out there on the post that she was saying that it's okay to keep your legs closed. And she did say that in an interview, but it was not along those lines. What she was saying was she didn't realize how her, how should I say? Let me get to the thing exactly. Excuse me, you guys, while I pull up exactly what she said. But what she was saying was she didn't realize that how much of a sex symbol that she was, and how currently so many girls are modern day prostitutes, like the strippers, the Instagram girls, and how everything is all about sex and how they just put themselves out there sexually on social media.
That was her personal opinion.
So,
Because I feel
I'll-
like she could have kept that herself though. Cause like,
I'll read it
You don't see the potential
verbatim.
backlash in that, like just, you know, like just like I feel like some people take the word hoe and slut and they kind of flipped it for their agenda. I mean, you get what I'm saying, all right? Like it's just kind of like I feel like she's kind of siding with misogynists.
well, here's
you
what
know?
she said. She said, maybe I was naive, but I didn't realize how many girls were modern day prostitutes.
Oh my
She
God.
told Elle magazine, whether you're a stripper or whether you're an Instagram girl, these girls are so beautiful and they have so much to offer. But I started finding out that you give them $1,000 and you can just have sex with them. That's what she
I mean,
said.
some of that shit real though.
If in real.
I mean that.
Yeah.
I mean,
For sure.
being honest, I think that's some. I mean, shit. That's just she's in the industry. She's in that life. So I mean, I'm sure she runs into that shit all the time. But I feel like majority of the interview, from what I've read, was definitely taken out of context. That's
Yeah.
what niggas go in shade room. You don't want to sit and read
Yeah.
the whole damn article.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking bits and pieces. And, oh, I'm gonna get on Shade Room. Ooh, this what she say. Go read the whole damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it touches a lot more than just, you know, her and the whole perception of what else she said? She said something about she realized her worth being single now or something like that because she's been in relationships so long. So I mean, it was a lot of shit. Niggas, read.
Well, here's what people were saying.
Read.
This is true, you know, because people don't get the whole story. They only want like bits and pieces of it, and then they form their opinion based off of that.
Yeah.
But what people were saying and why they were upset about it is they were saying because Nicki's a great rapper. Do not ever get me wrong on that. But she really did sell herself off of sex. Like, a big portion of her career is her being a sex symbol. Her, you know, the way that she's built.
That's
the wild outfits that she
everybody.
wears. Yeah, but and I'm just saying this is how people are perceiving it, for her to be like a hypocrite and saying that, like, who is she to say that? And I understand it from a growth aspect, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, everybody can reflect on some shit that they did and they probably like, oh, you know, that probably wasn't the best decision for me. But I do feel where other people are coming from too, because her album cover, or what she just put out, those pictures, those Chung Lee pictures and shit, that's of her with her legs open. The picture that she did with what was that magazine with the three?
Oh, that's Paper.
Paper magazine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all of that is a prime example of you selling sex. So how can you also say, like, or shade the girls that are doing it too? You know what I mean?
Pay attention to that. Yeah, I don't think she was cognizant. I think that's what she was saying. Like, she didn't realize, like, oh shit, I'm doing the same thing.
She might have just made it like, well, I'm doing this for like my fans. This is what y'all want.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are doing this for like, it's like, well, she kind of like, you know, like taking $1,000 to have sex with like a rapper or somebody. Like, maybe she's saying, I'm not doing it specifically that. What I'm doing is with my fans and this is, you know, this is what sells, blah, 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 blah. But
right.
It's kind of.
I got what you're saying, but at the same time, we can date back to rumors about her having sex with multiple rappers for, like, them being on her track.
Rumors, though.
Or, I mean, yeah, but it's the same thing. How do we not know that these are rumors, too? Because a lot of times, a lot of shit is perceived in the wrong manner when maybe it's not even like that. It's just a lot of girls, and I have a couple friends that take pictures, and they may take them in like swimsuits, or they take them in like these lingerie pieces or whatever, and they post them on they shit. Now, I have one friend that does it specifically as a business aspect because she's just promoting herself to be like a model and an artist. But you can look at her shit too and be like, oh, she one of them Instagram hoes that like sell they shit on Instagram because she got her ass out in a lingerie piece, but it's not even like that. So it's the same aspect.
Yeah, I don't know. I think society, I'm a little bit more progressive in thoughts more than the average person in a lot of ways. So for me, I feel like, you know, it was something you said earlier, Zane, about flipping the word slut and all this and that. And for me, I consider myself, I guess, a feminist of sorts. So it's just like, I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's just about how you value yourself. And, you know, as long as you know who you are, regardless, I don't see why women have to be this or that. And that's the bottom line with the argument for me. Why we can't be sexy and not be hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't we, okay, you know what? I want to show my ass. I like it. It's nice. Fuck it. Why does that make me a slut or a hoe, or I'm trying to gain this attention? And to me, that's the shit that pisses me off about society, because a lot of, at least here in America, well, in general, it's always, we got to categorize something.
True.
Why should it always have to be in this box or this box? Why can't niggas just be? So for me, I just feel like if people could just mind their business, like the fucking picture, like the shit, get them to model for you, buy their fucking product, support them, and worry about the fuck you got going on. Just leave that shit alone. It's not that big a fucking deal. People be throwing around slut and whore and shit. Like, nigga, the fuck? Stop being prudes. Stop being prudes, okay? Shit.
I agree with Chris for
Just
100%.
saying. Damn.
I do.
Yeah. Oh.
Like, shit, I walk around my apartment
Makes me
complex to check the mail all the time with no shirt. I'm green. You can't do that. You can't
Yeah.
do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like little things like that, you know?
Oh, I hate, no, seriously, I hate categorizing people and putting them this and putting them here. Oh, she's this, so therefore she's this. Or
Yeah.
Right.
he's this, and therefore he's that. And it's like, Nigga, who are you? The category police, nigga? Oh, yeah, I'm going to put you here or put you there. Like, why do things have to be defined all the fucking time?
It's always...
That shit's stupid.
I don't know if we'll get to a point where, like, that actually changes, though. I just really don't. I just really... If you're going to do something, just fucking do it and live your life. And here's the thing. Because everybody is entitled to their opinion, and you can't control whether people judge you on something or not. So at the end of the day... just do what the fuck it is that you do and expect the backlash on it from somebody having some negative opinion about what it is that you did. Accept it and move the fuck on. You don't have to, whatever their judgment is not your truth.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, do what the fuck you want to do.
Exactly.
Because I am. You know what? I might be. I'm a little here and there with that. Because I'm taking some pictures where I'm not naked, of course. But I'm just like, I really want to post this. And I don't, because I'm just like, somebody's going to see it and somebody's going to be like, oh, she's doing that for attention or this, that, and the other. And maybe it's also a little bit of me not being 100% comfortable with myself just yet. So I took some swimsuit pictures, like professional pictures a couple weeks ago. I still haven't dropped them.
Whenever you ready. I mean, I don't know. I'll just say this. To Nicki, girl, say whatever the fuck you want to say. Fuck them people. And for people, same shit. At the end of the day, if nobody is fucking you, feeding you, or financing you, their opinions are relevant.
Chris, look, I have a question now. So you're you're progressive on this, and I like it. So like, my question is, what do you consider a hoe? Is a hoe a real thing? Like, have you ever caught yourself going like, oh no, she a hoe, or like you not really like?
I say
what's
this.
your take on that?
I say this as a black person in the South. I use hoe on a regular.
Oh, for sure.
You
No,
know what I'm saying? That hoe ass nigga, that hoe ass water, that hoe ass. You know, we quick with the throwing out the hoe out there, but I don't
a real hoe.
I don't know. It's hard for me to say that because for me, a hoe isn't necessarily a man or a woman, but I think it's someone who doesn't respect themselves. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with being. I'll say this, and y'all probably gonna fire me up. I don't care. Your comment will be deleted or blocked. But I feel like at the end of the day, we are grown. If people want to fuck whoever, hop on dick, vaginas, whatever y'all want to do in life, that's on y'all. And it doesn't matter how many. At the end of the day, I think a hoe is just somebody who doesn't. You got to have a certain level of respect. You got to be comfortable. Yeah. Hey, I'm fucking. That ain't your business, but hey, I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just gotta
own
it.
Here's the problem, okay? Because there are people who do that. You know what I mean? And they're very comfortable with doing that. It's like, okay, if I want to have a relationship with you, I'm going to have a relationship with you, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to belong to you or do it with just you because I'm free to do whatever I want to. It's not, I don't feel like it's not that person that puts it on themselves. It's other people like talking about what's being done. Because even though what you do in your bedroom is your business and you're keeping it to yourself, you have to also take in mind that it's also that person's business too. So it's sometimes that the person that you're with, am I saying this right, will talk your business.
Right.
So then it makes you the bad person because now this person has told that person and then yada, yada, yada. And now you a hoe, but it's not even like that. Like you're not talking your own business or you're not putting yourself out there disrespectfully. It's other people who's perceived it and now they're making you out to be this hoe.
So you fucking
well,
niggas
that's why you don't need to be fucking with them.
Yeah,
that's just
pillow talking ass niggas.
Fuck them. They shouldn't be running their fucking mouth.
Pillow talk. That's what they do.
I don't do no pillow talk, man. You shouldn't be sitting here running your motherfucking mouth. At the end of the, I'm sorry, Lord, I dropped everything. I'm sorry. Ooh, I cringe just a lot. But seriously, I just feel like at the end of the day, pillow talking, like, what the fuck are we? Are we in high school and shit? What is this, Mean Girls, nigga? We grown. I know I'm over 30, so for me. All that pillow talking, hell no. If you want to sit here and run up and tell people I'm a hoe, nigga, you fucking childish. What are you, a toddler, my G?
100%.
Like, you feel like what validation are you seeking? What does this, you have a self-esteem issue.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And then also perception is bigger than reality because
perception is reality.
Perception, the way things are perceived are not always what the reality of it is.
No, I'm talking the same, but perception is reality.
It's not always, but how things are being seen or it's not always the reality of what it is. Because just like guys sleep around, nobody perceives them to be hoes. It's okay. But if a girl do the same thing, then it's like the perception is that she's a hoe. It's not even, it doesn't even have to be like that.
That's true.
Is this making sense?
It-
How
no.
I'm saying that? It's just like if a girl, like, let's just scenario real quick so I can make this make sense. It's just like if a girl's dating a guy, okay, they break up a couple years later. She just so happens to date another guy that's his friend. They all having sex in this scenario. Then they break up a couple years later. She moves somewhere. She meet another friend. They all friends. She have sex with them. Even though this is spread out and it just coincidentally happened, she's now what, a homie hopper, because she's had sex with all of the same friends. I'm just saying.
She
I'm
is.
saying, is this not? Is
She
that
is a
not
homie
your
hopper.
perception?
She's not a perception.
But
She's a homie hopper.
Oh my!
She hopped from homie.
How?
homie.
These
To
are
another
different.
homie.
These are different times.
How
in
the
her
fuck she ain't
life.
know they was all friends?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether she know they're all friends
I don't see
or
a problem.
not.
I mean, at the end of the day, I just feel like
Okay, but I'm saying, okay,
Because
are
if you
they
do
just
it-
fucking or are they
if
dating?
you do it, it's cool.
Tiff, are they
It
just
is.
fucking or
No,
are they
they're
dating?
not. Maybe they're just. Maybe
That's
it's just.
true.
Maybe it's just convenient.
If it's just casual
It
sex,
could
then
be
cool.
casual. It doesn't have to be a relationship, or it can be a relationship. It's still the fact of the matter is now she's gonna be perceived as this one negative thing. Where
Yeah.
is if a guy does it, it's okay. It's like, oh well, shit, she let me do it, so it's cool. It's so different.
But it goes back into just us living in a misogynistic society, period, and how, I mean, with everything from religion to the laws of this country, the Constitution, everything is man. You got to honor the man. You got to do this to the man. You got to do this. The man is the head of the household. All this shit revolves around the man. Even with religion, that brings up a whole different. I'm not gonna go there, but I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying everything revolves around the man. It's like who said that this person is a guy? You know what I'm saying? It could be something else, and that's just the way we're built. So for us, unfortunately, the fact that everything is surrounding you guys, all the stuff that we do always going to get the backlash just because niggas is misogynistic than a motherfucker. So
Women too.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a lot
not-
of us
yeah.
as well. There's a lot of us that are like that as well.
For
I don't
sure.
doubt that shit either.
What I'm gonna suggest for y'all to do is, and I think this will make a lot of sense, so we can have a conversation about it. If y'all have not seen Spike Lee's "She's Gotta Have It" on Netflix, go watch
I love
that.
the original.
Go watch that and then come back to me and we're gonna have this conversation, because I want to know what everybody thinks about that, because this is it relates directly to the conversation that we're having.
I support Nola Darling 100%.
Yeah.
Like straight up.
Yeah, I
But,
like that.
Yeah.
Anywho, got a little carried away. Let me go ahead and give a shout out to all my peeps that's on Facebook that are watching us live. Facebook, we ask that you subscribe to our show on all major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. Review our show in iTunes with constructive feedback. Share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with your family and friends. Donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thesphere.tv/donate. Facebook, we appreciate y'all.
Donate that bread too.
Donate that bread too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You take pennies, pounds, quarters, all that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Zane is out here trying to get him a GoFundMe in his hoe. Is that what that was?
If it wasn't too many, stipulations behind the GoFundMe, I'd have made a page a long time ago.
Yeah.
I see the finesse in that, but I
No
know that's very
questions.
illegal.
Well,
No
I
questions there.
well,
None.
we talking about.
You never thought about making a fake GoFundMe page?
Hell no,
People
nigga.
make fake GoMe.
I'm not no hoe ass nigga. Like,
Go
speaking of
fund me
hoe,
pages all
I'm
the
not a hoe
time.
ass nigga like that to be sitting up here and finesse people out their hard working money. I wish somebody would. If somebody did that shit and I personally donated, I will hunt your motherfucking ass down. I will man tracker your ass and I will find your IP address and all this shit. Oh, this nigga IP address, Verizon, Houston, Texas.
Oh
I will
my
find
God.
you. I'm gonna
I feel it. I ain't
I'm
mad
just
at you.
saying.
It's
Okay.
whole ass shit though.
Alrighty.
But speaking of
Anywho.
finding, and you talking about money and this bread, let's go ahead and pay some bills real quick. So this portion of the show is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33%, or more than 77 million of Americans, don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month. And 39% of adults say they don't have enough savings. Don't become one of these statistics. Let Houston's Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463 or email us at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of new age of financial services. Get at it.
Alrighty, you guys. So as we roll into our next topic, I'm actually not even going to introduce this topic. I'm going to go ahead and let Zane do it because this is definitely more of, well, you know more about it than I do. That's what I'll say.
Right. So, as I'm sure most of you know, yesterday we lost a young legend, Xxtentaction. I just call him Triple X, but he's from Florida. He actually got gunned down, not in his hometown, but pretty much his home state. Apparently, he was robbed for his Louis V bag in his BMW after he was leaving a motorcycle dealership. There's a lot of like conspiracy theories, going around about, is he still alive? Did he really die? The video of him, like, pretty much with no pulse in his car was posted all over social media. There's a lot going on around his death. It was a sad day yesterday. People are still talking about it today. They're not entirely sure who killed him either. A lot of people in Florida, like, they went to their social media pages and talked about how they killed him, kind of just get a little clout and buzz around their name. These were all rappers, of course. It wasn't just random people. And they went, and then their social media pages either got taken down, they deactivated them, or, they, recanted what they said. But what I really want to talk about is how, Triple X, he was going through legal troubles right now with domestic abuse and stuff like that. A lot of people weren't fans of him because of that. But I just didn't appreciate how the time, like, especially on Twitter, like how people kind of bashed him. Like, it's just like, I'm glad he's dead. Like, that's just kind of crazy. It was all over Twitter. It was so crazy. I was like, wow. Like, I understand, like, you could feel that way, but I just feel like just going on social media or using your platform to say, oh, I'm glad he's dead. He was 20 years old. Like, he was younger than me. 20 years old. No one deserves to be killed like that in broad daylight in your hometown. Like, that's some demon shit. Whoever did that is fucked up.
I mean, I think that it was sad. I'm not a fan of him. I'm not a fan of his music. I'm not a fan just because I just don't follow his music or him or anything of that nature that has to do with him. So I'm just not a fan. But I do know who he is, and I'm going to say that it's tragic, especially because he's 20, and that's so young. Oh my gosh, at 20 you are still figuring out life, and it's very unfortunate that his was cut short, especially because he was an up and coming artist, and to have a big fan base, obviously you inspired somebody in some manner with your music or whatever actions it is that you're taking. So it is tragic. I'll say that's my take on it.
There's a lot of crazy stories just like surrounding it. Some people are saying Drake put a hit on him, and it's just a lot of different stories. Obviously, I don't believe all the hype. No, me neither. Trust me. One big thing kind of surrounding his death was like he basically like predicted his death like months ago. Like not even on any social media posts. Like he had just been talking about it all the time, like how he was gonna die. And I mean, a lot of rappers do that, but it's just like to see it actually happen is kind of like spooky, And then like he even said like, oh, he was gonna be a sacrifice, blah blah blah. Like,
well, that's like my issue as to why I'm not into his music or just into knowing more about him as an artist or just in any manner. First of all, the only reason why I know him is because he's popped up on things that I follow, just because I follow a lot of entertainment stuff. Right. And all of the headlines that I've ever heard about him, they've always been negative. So that was always, just really off-putting for me. So I'm just like, why would I want to listen to your music or know more? And not to say that there aren't any fucking artists or celebrities out here that have like negative cases behind them, but when I'm being introduced to you and it's just strictly negative and violent, and
that's just that's kind of messed up though.
It's off-putting to me. But I'm saying this is what I've always, or this is how I've known about him or who he is, just by negative headlines. And then also, just the snippets of things that I've heard from his music, it's just, let me say this. So I did give his latest project a listen because I knew we would talk about him. It's not I don't really know what genre to put him in because his music is very up and down. It's like really like heavy, hard metal shit, and then it roll into like something like soft and him singing. It's really, really up and down. But I will say the vibe that I got from it just was not really uplifting to me.
I mean, his music wasn't really uplifting.
It was very violent. It was really sad.
A lot of people said like his last.
A lot of depressing.
Yeah, a lot of
yeah.
that's why a lot of people like they say like they helped him get through their depression and whatnot. Kind of like people say about Kid Cudi. Like it's like
love him.
It's along the lines of that. People even try to compare him to Kid Cudi. Obviously, they're not the same. I'm just saying, like, for sure. But it was like he had a fan base. I was part of the fan base, and dude definitely gonna be missed. And hopefully they'll find his killers for sure. Because it's just like going out like that's fucked up. Like in your hometown at that. In your hometown. It's like makes me think he was by himself. He had no security. No friends with him. And
but see, that's the thing. Like this whole thing with him passing reminds me. I don't know if y'all watch Atlanta. I watch Atlanta.
I do.
And it reminds me of the episode when Paperboy was at the nail shop with Shorty Tasha, and then he was out by himself. And he got jumped, and they were trying to rob him. Right there. So it kind of reminds me of that, and it just. People have to understand, especially younger black folk, as much as we want to keep it real, as much as we should be safe in our own backyards. But there are some grimy, shady, messed up people out here. And sometimes when you reach a certain level, as much as you want to just keep it real, keep it to the street, keep it in the hood, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't do that. You got to understand, when you elevate yourself, you in a different tax bracket, you are somewhere different entirely. You can't do the shit you used to do.
No, for sure. For sure. I mean, like yesterday, like same day, XXX died. Another rapper named Jimmy Wapo, he actually signed a Taylor Gang the day before. Taylor Gang, was Wiz Khalifa's his sub label. He was killed. He was killed in a drive-by, like shot in the face. In his neighborhood. It's like, people hating on you, what you doing on the block still. Like, come on, bro. Like.
Well, that's a little different for him.
I mean,
because I feel like
but he's been buzzing for a minute. He's been having a little bit of money. People gonna hate on you. People it's like that. Envy is real. It doesn't matter where you live. You can live in Wisconsin, motherfuckers gonna hate on you because you got a little money, you got a little buzz. Like, he didn't changed up. Let's rob him. I mean, and he probably had some gang affiliations too. I'm 100% sure he did and all that. But it's like you got these affiliations. You got motherfuckers hating on you. Get out the hood, bro. Like Chief Keef, he moved out of Chicago ASAP when he got a little brother.
He should have.
He was in LA ASAP. He doesn't go back to Chicago no more.
He should.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't like it. Chicago's a whole different beast, though.
No, for sure. That's I'm not even gonna get into that because we're talking about something else. But Chicago.
But the violence,
Chicago,
gotta stop though.
Chicago. Here's the thing
Shit
too.
Gotta stop, man.
Because I was reading up on him a little bit, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, obviously, this ex, he's had like a hard upbringing. You can tell this just in his music if you've listened to it. From what I've gotten from it, seems like he's had like a lot of trial and error growing up. And so I was reading up on him, and one thing that just really stuck out to me was an article stating how his dad has always been in and out of jail and not really in and out of his life because of that. So I'm trying to figure out, and I know a lot of why young boys, they turn to gangs is because they feel like they don't have that father figure, or they don't have that big brother, and they want to be a part of this because they feel like, okay, these are my brothers now. They're going to protect me. They're going to teach me the ways of the streets and living my life, right? My whole point to saying that is I feel like a big part of how we stop our young boys, black boys specifically, from being so violent is them having that guidance from even if their dad is not there. If you are a part of a young boy's life, uncle, brother, mentor, whatever, you need to be there to have some type of positive influence on his life, because that's a big reason as to why a lot of these younger boys are turning to this violent path, because they don't have a positive influence from another man. All they see are negative influences, and that's a big reason why it's a lot of violence that circulates around them.
That, and just I think music has a real influence on the youth today.
I was just about to say popular culture
is crazy.
it
Being hard, being in a gang, a whole bunch of like all the face tag, all that whole world is like cool now. Like everybody wants to be on that shit. Like.
But that also comes from still again because a lot of these younger rappers that have this music that's really and it's fucking nuts to me. It's really influencing the younger boys too. They want to be just like them, yada yada yada. I can almost bet, and I'm not saying this to be shady, that they didn't have no positive fucking influence in their lives either, and that's why they are how they are, or they're putting out such violent things, and they're like, okay, well, this is what I know, so I'm gonna put this in my music so I can teach this to other people too, or I can send out the message of how I live my life to them too, and let them follow what the fuck it is that I'm doing,
but you can't,
or what it is that.
But they're painting.
I think it's cool.
They're painting their picture. I mean, with some artists are, they're just talking about shit that's gonna sell music. And you got some artists that are like painting a picture of what they experienced, what they've been through, or like what they was influenced in, what they grew up around. So like, I'm not gonna tell artists to stop doing that.
I'm not saying that they should stop
but I'm saying,
doing that.
if that music does that, and if you're not raising your kids right, if you're not letting your kids understand that there is a fine line between music and reality,
right? But that's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying, but it sounds like you're saying like,
no, I'm saying that they need a positive influence in their lives to help them understand whether they're listening to this music or they're not listening to it, or if they're just in this shit themselves, the same stuff that's coming out in the music. They still need a positive influence from some type of male role model in their lives to let them know that, hey, this is not the only avenue, or let me show you a more positive way to get your message out, or to be a more positive person, because all of this shit is really negative. I've listened to a lot of,
but this isn't new though. I've listened to 90s. What you mean?
Yeah, and it goes back to the same thing. Just like how they have the whole 6ix9ine beef, him beefing with every fucking body. He can't come to this hood, he can't come to that hood. He's beefing with other like more underground rappers and shit. That's the same shit. And here's my thing on it too. And I'm not speaking specifically about this boy, because I don't know if he's gang related or not. But I don't understand how people think that all of this shit is gonna end on some positive note, or in some positive life, if you're putting out so much bad energy, so much violent energy. How do you think that that's going to come back to you in a negative manner? Because that's what you're putting out. It's no different than the whole, if you want to say like, oh, it's not anything new, it's no different than the Tupac and Biggie shit. It's not, because that's a whole beef too. We're talking about beefing too.
That nigga X got like, it's not. But this, okay, I get what you're saying.
I think I agree with. I do agree. I think there is a lack of a male role model. However, I think it's popular culture in general is the biggest influencer, because we live in a microwave society now. Everybody wants to be. Somehow you can easily get famous like this now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to obtain money and wealth and stunt and show it and sit here and post these things that aren't actually true, and just want to portray this life that might not be real. So I just think with the way we are as society, we want everything quick, fast, in a hurry, and we want to sit here and supposedly stunt and be famous and be known and have our names known and just all of this stuff. I think that's a big part of it as well, because now anybody and everybody can become famous now. It's easily attainable. You know what I'm saying?
Get you an A&R group and they got you.
I can make an A&R group right now.
You can be industry plant tomorrow. Be industry plant tomorrow.
No
bullshit.
Like, I feel like the fact that everybody's so quick, fast to want to do that now is different. Then on top of that, just the level of what influence music then back in the day, like with me, it was like, Rockefeller was like on, and Redman and Method Man was on, and like all these people were on. But music was different then. I mean, niggas was still in the trap, still doing things. But I think now, unfortunately, that's kind of the tide that has turned. That's all we see.
Shit watered down too.
Yeah, I agree. You know what I'm saying? So I think when you have all of this stuff, it's just a mixture of shit.
No, it's we can't put it down to one thing. Everybody's desensitized too.
Yes, we are.
I bet there's the niggas that killed X, like they just didn't give a fuck. Like it took his life, didn't care. Like laughed about it, went home, did not care. Like I got a cousin, like he just went to jail for a murder charge. just for some dumb shit. I talked to him about it. He act like whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and he's 17. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So like you got cats like 17-year-old that just kind of like don't see the value in life.
We don't.
But how do they get that way?
I think
he has his dad.
I think
he has his dad and his mom.
So what type of like influence are they around for you? Because you're not just people don't just become that way.
I'm telling you, it's that music
it's
and
the
that
music.
pop culture. I'm telling you,
it's
bro.
a lot of
it's
a
so
lot of
cool
that
to
right
be a
now.
gangster. Like, I'm telling you, it's cool to be a gangster. All that shit.
It's a lot of it. That's not the biggest influence, but I think that's a lot of it because some of these folks, if you really think about it, they might have been in the street, but they weren't in the street. Like for real. Like Kendrick was never in the street for real. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Like I think really entertainment, media, music, TV, all this shit, like you said, we're desensitized. I mean, hell, they showing the dude video on TMZ like it ain't shit, and people are probably really looking at it and aren't really thinking like, damn, am I really looking at a video of a dead body?
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just, as a society, sex, violence, death, all this shit is just so easily attainable now.
It don't phase
nobody anymore. So I think with that, as well as just this get money culture, get famous culture, all of that just adds into the shit where it's like, oh, well, shit, I'm going to act like I'm trapping. And I'm really not. And then sit up here and live this life and act like, oh, I'm so hard and I can sit here and hit up the streets and hit up my town. But once again, that just goes back to what I was saying. A lot of younger folks still think, oh, I can go back to the hood, blah, blah, blah. No, you can't. Sometimes you can't. You have to get out of that. Mm-hmm. If you knew better, you do better. That's what Maya Angelou
It's only a couple out there that can do that. Free Rollo.
You know what? That's a whole nother thing to get into. But I guess that's for another show too, because I'm not picking on you. I'm not picking on you. I don't even know what that is, but that irks my damn nerves when people be like, free such and such, but they going to jail for a murder case. Why we want to free them?
Hey, Rollo was the Robin Hood for the hood.
I'm not teasing you. I'm not teasing you.
I just wanted to inform you.
I'm just saying that irks my fucking nerves. Free them.
He ain't do it.
But they fucking going to jail for rape or some crazy shit like crazy. That. And they like, free my nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
That's insane.
Get out of here. You just as sick as he is and you should go to jail with him too.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. My partner raped somebody, like, leave that nigga in there.
This is taking a really crazy deranged turn. I don't know what's happening and where we're going with this, but
I just have to give my 2 cents on that. That bothers me. I know y'all see that all the time. Well, I don't see it that much.
I don't see it as much as I used to.
I don't just, I'm not a part of that crowd, but I don't like seeing that shit.
Yeah.
Anywho,
where are we going? Jeez.
We're gonna wrap that up. Enough talk about death, okay? Unfortunate situation for both of those young men. So, just condolences to their families and loved ones. Anywho, on to our next topic.
But Tiff, before we get to the next topic, this portion of the show is sponsored by The Sphere. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv.
Okay. Well,
I appreciate how he did that. Anywho, so to lighten the mood before we get ready to close the show out, we're gonna talk about. Well, I don't know how y'all gonna.
We're talking about Target. Are we talking about Target?
We're talking about Target.
My favorite store.
I love Target.
They fucked up.
Y'all know what? I did not know Target was short or the fancy term for Target for the longest. Maybe because I don't shop at Target.
Oh, I love Target.
I do not.
Where you shop at then?
I like H-E-B. Okay.
But H-E-B don't got.
What they don't have? Tell me.
Like Target is like Walmart, but
better.
But better.
I don't go to. I don't
like
really
H-E-B
go to
you get your
Walmart.
food from H-E-B. You don't get everything. Like
what I need from Target.
I don't care. It's a great shopping experience. Don't
I
you
ain't
talk
gonna
about
lie. I know
Target.
people. I know people like they go to Target and don't even buy shit. They just walk around.
That's me.
Oh my God.
Just walk around.
I actually went on a date. I went on a date in Target a while ago. It was like some
What?
years ago. It was so much fun.
I know a lot of people that literally just like I just like to go to Target and walk around. I swear, can I make this up?
I
wouldn't-
don't like
They love
Target.
Target.
Something about Target is so off-putting to me.
Target is great.
And they cost more for what? The
'Cause it's-
same shit I can get somewhere
See,
else?
that's your problem.
Yeah.
I don't know why you go to the store. No, see, that's y'all problem. I go to Target. It's fun. I actually went on a date in Target. We had a very, very, very fun time. This was a minute ago. We actually went to the toy section. We rode some skateboards in there. We played with some basketballs.
You know what?
No, I'm dead ass. Like, I'm not even kidding. We got some popcorn and walked around. We tried on clothes and like we had a blast. Like,
What?
Target is the shit, and they have the best popcorn.
And it's never just stupid packed either. You go
Never.
to Walmart, it's like lines.
I
crazy.
don't like Walmart.
Target,
I
you go
do
right
not
through
like
the- I do
like
not like
Walmart.
Me neither. I
I
hate
do
Walmart.
not
catch me.
I like if I go to Walmart, it's for something very, very specific. Like I have to go there to get it. Like I went to get some fucking bubble wrap. That was the last time I went to Walmart because I really needed to get bubble wrap. I couldn't get that shit nowhere else.
I
Because
think
if
I
I could have
should
got it
Target.
at HEB, it would have been bought at HEB. I'm at
Shoulda went to
HEB,
Target.
I love HEB for food, but Target is an experience because I can sit here and look at clothes. I can look
Girl,
at jewelry.
hell no.
I can get popcorn. I might get some wine. You know what? If I need to get some, I don't know, shampoo, some conditioner, I can do
everything.
that too. Like it's a whole like setup, and you can just walk
You know
around
what?
and it's lit. You know what it is? It's the way it's lit too. Like everything's really bright in there, and it's just very nice and neat. It's just a great shopping experience.
Well,
I'm
while
all
we
about
are
it.
talking about Target, we didn't even introduce the topic. But I'll go ahead and introduce because the last time, and this does kind of relate to what I'm about to say. The last time I went to Target and just like was actually in there, I was with my ex and his kids, and we was in there. They would have the fucking time of their life. We bought them toys and clothes and all kind of shit. So I get what you're saying on that. But why we even talking about Target is because of this card that was put out, and people were, let's say, offended. It's a little funny, but it's not funny at the same time. So this card company called American Greetings,
I love
they
them.
put out this card just recently, I guess, in favor of Father's Day. So shout out to all the good dads out there. They put out this card entitled Baby Daddy. Okay, now here's the problem. It was a black couple on the card, okay? And there were a lot of people that were really mad at it, and there were a lot of people that was like, I don't see the problem in it because y'all refer to them as y'all baby. Well, y'all refer to these guys that you're not
I'm on that
married
wave.
to as your baby daddy anyway.
I'm on that wave.
So what y'all thought?
I never seen a white person ever say baby daddy.
I have.
I have.
I
I haven't
have.
met one ever.
It comes up. That's the card, yes, and that's why I was like, oh, they're like lovingly swooning. Oh,
That's a
baby
forced
daddy.
picture though, but like, I don't even understand.
But why they gotta be black though? Come on, man. They
Where they
knew
supposed to be?
better.
It's
They
funny.
knew better. Why didn't you just not put anything on there? If you was gonna do baby daddy, why didn't you just put, I don't know, some cartoon characters, some shit? Don't make the
Man,
cartoon characters.
Society getting to
Y'all know, y'all,
sensitive?
they
Yes. Oh my
already
God.
knew that was gonna be a problem.
Maybe, but you know what? I'll say this for myself. I'm a big fan of greeting cards. I love getting them. I love
like cards.
receiving them. Like I'm the type of person I go in the card section and be there for forever and a
Look,
day because I'm
after-
trying to find a perfect card. And sometimes I like to go to like a Spencer's or somewhere where they have like a novelty card. So it might say some outlandish shit like,
Oh, crazy
my
how
bad,
you
my
know.
guy, you lost your job. Fuck it, let's turn up. Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I like outlandish shit. So I mean, I think maybe it was the contradictory picture, and the baby daddy's like, "Oh, I love you, baby daddy," in cursive. Like that's
Yeah.
what it said. Like if the card could talk, that's what it would do. It would have like a sexy like, "Oh, baby daddy." That's what it looked like. So I think maybe that was the. I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into this because I feel like it's a card, niggas. Don't buy the shit.
Yeah, just don't buy that
Just
hoe.
don't buy it. I would laugh. Shout out to Shorty who took that from Dallas, Texas. Shout out to you who posted that. But I mean, it's in 900 stores. They're pulling the card from all the stores.
Oh my
I
God.
would say just don't buy the shit.
Bro, if I was
Don't buy
Target,
it.
I'd leave them hoes on the shelf.
Don't buy it.
Oh, and on the inside it said something like, my friend, my lover,
My baby daddy.
my wife. Maybe his wife. It said, my friend, my lover, the father of my kids, I love you. Something along those lines. It didn't say like it insinuated that they were married. Once you read it. But people take baby daddy also because it's like, oh, you had kids with this person and you're not married type shit.
I think it just depends on how people say it. I think if we just say it the sexy way, like it's written on that card, we won't have these issues. Baby daddy, not baby daddy.
They need your voiceover.
Like, I mean, it just sounds so much better. My friend, my lover, my baby daddy. Like that sounds, it's hood as fuck, and I get it, but still, it's like,
Well, I guess
it might fit somebody.
Yeah, it definitely.
It might fit a few people.
I know it fits some people, but I guess it's more of the appropriation of the term baby daddy. So it's like, and then also they should have known. Okay, I don't know what's going on at these board meetings with these companies, but if y'all don't have y'all a sister up in there, y'all need to get y'all one, because they gonna talk some sense into y'all. Because if I'd have been at that table when y'all was making that shit, I'm like, don't put them black people on there. Don't do it.
I'll just be like, fuck that car, just drop the whole thing. But these companies don't know any fucking better. This is just like when
they
Dove
act like they don't know
had, you seen it when Dove had that black lady washing herself
and
with
she turned into a white woman,
a redheaded white woman.
That shit was so crazy. That shit was
and
crazy.
It's like, who approved this? Like, who said this is good marketing?
That's green.
So I feel like maybe whoever wrote this card or created, I mean, I hate for niggas to lose a job, but you might
you
might want to just take that severance, bro, and just go on and find another job, because black people ain't having it right now.
We really not.
With a lot of stuff, you can't get away in 2018, and it's kind of what Zane said, but I don't want to get into it. But I mean, I think a lot of people are. I don't say we're sensitive, but I mean, in 2018, there's a lot of things you got to tread lightly. And right now, black folk, we just coming off of Wakanda High and all this stuff. We not here for it.
We losing our freedom of speech, though. You don't think you don't see that as potentially being like a problem?
No,
down the road, like it's like, you can't do this, you can't do it. We do this, you're gonna hurt things. Yeah, we're gonna hurt them. Have you read the book Fahrenheit 451?
Have you seen it?
Yes, both.
What did you think about it?
I thought the movie.
We'll talk about that later.
I like the movie was trash. The book was good for sure.
But yeah, it was good. I mean, it does go into freedom of speech and all of these things. However, at the same time, shit, let that hoe get her baby daddy a car.
Yeah,
that might be the perfect car she needs.
Someone bought one of them cars. Somebody.
I bet. I know somebody.
And just ain't nothing of it.
I don't really have a problem with the car.
I don't either.
I really just don't. Shit. I feel like it was blown out of proportion. If you have your personal opinion about it, that's cool. You're entitled to be mad about it, because it does give this negative image of, oh, that's just my baby daddy, he can't be my husband.
That's an opinion.
Shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's like baby daddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, looking at it depends on.
Oh my God!
How you look at it.
That's how you gotta say it.
What was that? Do it again.
Baby daddy.
Oh,
yes, the sexy baby daddy. That's, I don't know. I just feel like I agree, and I get what you're saying. I say it like this: if you're offended, it's nothing wrong with being offended by it. Nothing wrong with it. That's your opinion.
Some guys don't like being called baby daddy.
No, they don't.
Because if you call me baby mama, we gonna have a problem. I'm not. Don't call me that. No.
But
I'm not your
baby
mama.
Like,
I'm not your baby mama.
Baby
mama. No. Hell no.
My friend, my lover, mother of our child, baby mama.
But I do.
But
I do see.
It depends on how you.
I do
say
see a
it
negative
too.
connotation, because you be like, yeah, I'm baby mama tripping, like, or my baby mom's, or which baby mama, like that's when you get kind of.
Oh my God!
One of my BMs.
I hate
BMs. So, because like I said, don't call me baby mama. Like, if you saying that shit on the side, at home, on some shit, all right, cool. Or you saying it jokingly, but don't ever call me that in public.
Okay, I can see that. That's, you know what? I was going to say something about myself, and I don't know. Maybe I could, because it'll lighten up the mood. Like, I feel you, because sometimes, you know what? I don't mind somebody call me bitch in a certain aspect. I don't want to talk about my life, but if it's in that aspect, then it's like, yeah, bitch. It's like, yeah. I'm not mad. It's kind of like, yeah, but don't call me that outside that situation.
That's the only time.
Only time where it's like it's acceptable, and I'm like, yeah.
Where did this conversation go?
I'm just saying, we're talking about the usage of words. Usage of words.
It's a lot of words.
Just saying.
You know what? Anywho,
or if you're singing Tupac, yes, my bitch.
Yeah,
my bitch.
type shit.
Sorry.
How do y'all feel about when like,
No.
be like, yeah, I'm about to pick my bitch up? Like,
No,
No.
not in casual. I just gave you
No.
a scenario of
like
when
my
I
bitch,
want.
like my bitch tripping. Like,
No,
Hell
that's
no.
too
Like
much
that.
now.
No.
what,
I said
what
my
am with
one
my homies?
situation.
Just like my homies. Like,
Nah.
is it
No.
green then?
Hell no.
I like that. I told you one situation. That's it.
But you don't know. Like, we dated, and I'm with my
What?
nigga, and I'm like, finna
And
go
you
pick
just
my
saying
bitch
it
up.
like no because
Casually?
hell
Yeah,
no.
with my
No.
dog.
No.
Because that opens the door for them to then
they
disrespect
gonna
her and
disrespect-
call
yeah.
her a bitch too. Then that's cool with you for your niggas to be like, oh, your bitch tripping.
I was just about to say
I ain't
that.
never.
Yes, it's true. It does open that
True.
door.
I guess. Like,
That's
I
just like
see.
if I start calling my nigga a bitch around my homegirl and then she just start calling him a bitch too. No.
That'd be so
No.
crazy.
No. Look. Before we end the show, we gonna leave it on a happy note. You can only call your woman a bitch one time, and she's like, "Yeah." Just in that one situation. Outside of that, don't do it. That's it. Same thing with baby.
I swear to God, I just see
It's more
whips
than one way.
and chains and
It's
all
more than
kinds
one,
of
but I
stuff.
feel you.
I'm just-
I don't feel like I've been in a situation before. I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Alright,
Anywho.
okay, because I don't know what that conversation is, but we have gone well past our time, and we have given y'all so much information and some juice today. You feel me? But it is now time to wrap up the show. It's unfortunate because I think we all enjoying this conversation that we're having around here, and we really could keep going. But for the sake of having to close out the show and time management purposes, we're going to get ready to close it out. So, again, as I opened it, I'm going to be looking for y'all. Go follow me on Instagram. And also, I'm trying to re-up on my Twitter. I'm trying to redo my Twitter, I guess is the better thing to say. So, go follow me on Twitter, too. Everything is @_Tiffany NoCo. Y'all can follow me on Facebook if y'all want to. That's up to y'all. I don't really care.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm never on Facebook. I am never on Facebook.
Follow me.
But if you with that friend request, just expect for it to be accepted in like 2 months.
Damn.
I'm on the same Facebook wave. If y'all request me on that hoe, I might not approve you for a year. But make sure y'all follow me @ZaneTaught me on IG, Snapchat. All that good stuff. If y'all don't follow me, you're a loser.
Oh, follow me on
Damn.
Snap too.
Y'all don't be giving.
Follow
no
me on
damn
Snap
today.
too. No, see, I'm
Twitter
not on
too.
the same thing
Fuck
that
a nigga.
he
Fuck
is.
him.
Oh. He
Like,
disrespectful.
Sheesh. Your girl Chrissy Vet. You can follow me on IG @Shershay_La_Chris. Facebook, I'm on there. If you find me, I promise you, your shit will sit for like a year plus if I don't know you. So do not hit me up there. IG is cool. So
Right.
that's it. And
I was trying to be nice about it, and I said 2 months. I never get on Facebook.
Me
I
either.
have people
Man,
sitting for years.
yeah,
My Facebook's crazy.
Like, no
yeah,
lie.
yeah.
Crazy.
And then you know what? It got to the point where I didn't even go through them hoes. I just you can accept them all. So I did that.
I just let them sit.
Yeah, no, it was during like when I was creating my email list for my blog. So it was like, let me go accept everybody.
Well, thank you, y'all.
Thank you.
Y'all have a
How dare he
wonderful
cut me off
day
like
or
that?
night,
Damn.
depending on
How
when y'all
dare
listen to
he?
this.
Damn.
And
Bye,
we'll
everybody.
see y'all next week on
I'm glad we ain't got no
hashtag.
music.